Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this misty, rainy evening where we're going to finally get to strain the Four Thieves vinegar that I forgot I had made, y'all. It just goes to prove that, yeah, 8 weeks or longer, and it's almost been a year, but you know what? It's still just as potent now as it was at the 8-week mark. Now, at the end of the video, I will have the link to the video showing how I make it, and also in that video description will be the measurements for all the ingredients that I have in this wonderful Four Thieves vinegar. Now, let's talk a little bit about Four Thieves vinegar. Of course, all you gotta do is Google the story about Four Thieves vinegar, and, well, legend goes that back during the Black Plague, there was 4 thieves, grave robbers, who made a vinegar, took it, and they never came down with the plague, which I wouldn't doubt one bit. Now, in this wonderful, let me move the camera down, if it'll let me. There we go. Sometimes I'm a little stronger than I expect. In this beautiful jar are black peppercorns, bay leaves, lavender buds, oregano, thyme, sage, rosemary, and of course I use apple cider vinegar because it has, to me personally, in my opinion, has more nutrients in it than just plain vinegar, and I prefer the taste of apple cider vinegar. Now, this is a wonderful mixture to have on hand. It's just as important as fire cider. And you can take it the same as you do fire cider as well. I take a shot glass full, or, you can take a tablespoon. It depends on how you want to dose yourself. You can mix it with juice, whatever you want to mix it with. You could do water. I just rather get it done and over with. I just take the shot and, it's done and over with. Now, it's that time of year where, people's got the cooties, colds, flu, that other crap, chest congestion, sinus problems, you name it. This is wonderful for it. It works just as good as fire cider. Some people can't take the heat of fire cider, so Four Thieves is just as good, y'all. Now, before we get started straining this, make sure your workspace is clean and sanitized. All your utensils are clean and sanitized, and you have a Sharpie marker and a discard plate. Now, if you're frugal like I am, the sage and all the wonderful ingredients inside are still good. Leave it in the jar or move it to another jar, and make sure you keep some of the vinegar with it, and you can put it in a blender, puree it very well, and you can take a little bit out. I'd store it in the refrigerator, but when you go to use it, take a little bit out, mix it with the olive oil, and you have one amazing healthy vinaigrette for your salads, pasta salads, and so on. Now, with that being said, the reason I have the plastic wrap on here is this is pure vinegar. It will corrode and eat away your lid because you're supposed to agitate it every once in a while. Well, I was, and then I forgot about it. Still perfectly fine. But you always want to use some kind of plastic wrap to protect your lid from the vinegar. It's not like making pickles, because if you read the pickle recipe, you water down the vinegar some. This is not watered down at all. This is straight apple cider vinegar. With that being said, we're going to take the lid off, take the plastic wrap off. Now I've already agitated it and smelled this amazing mix. Oh, and it smells so good, y'all. You can smell everything in it. And I'm going to fight with this bar stool, apparently. Alright, now, you're going to need half-gallon jars, or if you want to, if it's easier for you to handle, you can use quart jars, which you could even strain it into pint jars. It is up to you, y'all. You want a canning funnel, and you want one of these amazing, amazing strainers. They are called filterless coffee filters, and believe me, they will strain out very well. Now, since this is pretty full, I'm using a measuring cup to take it down some so I can handle it. And the aroma is absolutely amazing. And yes, there is nothing wrong with this vinegar, even though it is almost a year old. And you can see that it still looks beautiful, and of course the herbs are not as vibrant because the vinegar has sucked all the nutrients and the medicinal benefits out of them. But they are still good. And you can tell that it is cold. I put it in the cabinet below the counter here, and yeah, totally forgot about it, but that's fine. I've got it now. Okay, I'm going to have to be really careful because this jar is going to attempt to be slippery. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Thieves Vinegar. Absolutely beautiful. And that's all I'm going to strain out of it. Actually, what I'm going to do is pour this quart jar back in so there's vinegar on the herbs. Fill the jar a little too much. And what I'm going to do is put that lid and plastic back on it. And that way I can puree all of this and reuse it. I'll bring you right back. Okay, got the plastic and the lid back on. I'm going to move it over because I'm going to make sure that there's enough vinegar on those herbs. And I'll bring y'all back at a later date and we'll make a vinaigrette. At the moment, I don't have any salad greens yet, so I'm going to wait. Now, with this ready to be put a lid on it, I'm going to get some plastic wrap. Hold on just a minute. Well, apparently I am out of plastic wrap in the shed, but where there's a will, there's a way. Seal meal bag. Yep, it'll work just fine. And you just want to tighten your lid down. Take your Sharpie marker and write for Thieves Vinegar. And since this is when I strained it, 12/22. Alright, look how beautiful and healthy that beautiful jar. Of course, now it's cold, the glass is going to sweat, but look how beautiful that is. Absolutely beautiful. Simple, easy, and homemade, y'all. And yes, you can do it. It's important time of the year to have your fire cider made up, your Four Thieves vinegar. Now, also another thing that you can do with the Four Thieves vinegar. Sorry, lighting is just horrible apparently. Now, another thing people do with Four Thieves vinegar, I don't really do it, but you can, and use it as a cleaning product as well to sanitize areas. You mix it with some, water, and that way you can spray it around, clean your countertops, your commode, your sink, you name it. And like I said, it's the time of year when a lot of people come down with cooties, and this will help keep you cootie free. It's not 100% effective as long as your immune system is up. But this is the time of year to be working on your immune system and making sure that it is up and running fine. But simple, easy, anybody can do this. You just have to believe in yourself and have the ingredients, and don't forget about it like I did. But it's still perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it, and it's going to work just wonderfully. Now, like I said, the making of the Four Thieves vinegar video, I'll have a link at the end of this video. You can click on it and it'll take you straight to that video next. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it encourages you to make your own medicinal products. You can make your own and stay healthy and well and keep those doctors and those other people away from you. And plus, you really don't want to be going to no doctor's office this time of year. Believe me. It was bad enough when I had to go to the emergency room with my niece. It was standing room only in that emergency room, y'all. Everybody was sick. You know what? I wasn't worried because I was taking my own medicine, and I walked out of there believing that nothing was going to latch itself onto me, and it didn't. Simple, easy, and yes, you can make it yourself. Stay safe and sound, everybody. Stay positive. We're in this together, and we're going to make it through. Continue to stock up your pantries and your medicine cabinet as well. Healthy, wealthy, and wise, y'all. Well, not so much wealthy, but wealth. The description of wealth is many different variations. It's not always about money. Wealth can be knowledge. And as long as you have the knowledge to take care of yourself, you'll be just fine. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.